thought I would do a video about the chalk walk that just took place last Saturday. And so I have it set up here so there's a slideshow, which I think I can move around and maybe adjust. I guess I can. And so anyway, here goes. I'll just move it over in the middle here. So I think I can stop it to, whoops, no, I just turned it off. I think I can go forward and back. Okay, got it. Well, I'm just going to let these go and then I'll just talk about them. It was a nice event. It seemed like there were a lot fewer people there, but it was still nice. And I talked to some of the kids that were drawing, and this one, by the way, is a pumpkin drop. That one was fun. And the theme was the Four Seasons. So, I think almost everybody stayed on the theme. Some of the younger kids, they just kind of did what they wanted and stuff, but that's okay. And there's a pretty cool eye. I have a couple of close-ups of things that I just thought were interesting. And that one was doing like a trick-or-treat pumpkin. This thing I really love. That's just a little, well, I think it's a bear. I'm not sure. But somehow the slideshow. Now this one I have as the background, and this one I loved because, in fact, let me pause on that one. I'll go back to it. This one just really spoke to me somehow because it's the Four Seasons, but it's done in sort of a symbolic, almost abstract way, and I just like this one a lot. Now the kids that did it, whatever, were gone by the time I got there. But I'm starting up the show again. Here's it from another angle. There were a few adults, not many, but there were some, and that was nice. And then some of them did them like in sections where they would divide up their space into sections, but this person did like a panorama where one season just flowed into the next, which I thought was kind of nice. I think there were two people. Now this is Letty, who's an artist, and of course she had probably the best one there. And this was the Four Seasons with ducks and geese in Conneaut Lake. And it was kind of hard to get a good picture of it, but I took several pictures, but hers was my favorite one. Of the adult ones, definitely. But, So there were people there. There were supposed to be vendors, but I only saw a couple. I saw someone was selling hot dogs, I think for Little League, and I can't remember what the other was. This was another cool one. That's a pumpkin jack-o'-lantern with a candle inside. Here's another one where they did kind of the Four Seasons. And, it's just kind of looking down across several of them. It was nice. The weather was nice. It was perfect, really. It was, the weather was just right. And, yeah. And some faced, some you could see, okay, some of these look upside down because they were both ways. Like, some were, where, if you were inside the circle, you could see them in it, whatever. This was another super favorite of mine, just almost like an impressionist landscape. And I didn't see who did that one. Here's some more Four Seasons, but it was a nice event, but for whatever reason, it wasn't the weather, because the weather was good. There were just not as many people there. And there's a nice shot. And I saw some of the chalk artists were they would put the chalk down and then they would rub it with their hands. And I think some of them even used brushes. There's an unauthorized one. And there was a band, too. The band was pretty good. And yeah, it was nice. So it was called Chalk the Walk 2025. I took maybe 70 pictures, and these pictures aren't really, they're not really the best. That was another super cool one there. Oh, but something that really stuck out to me was they had black chalk. I've never seen black chalk before. I even liked it so much I bought my own black chalk there because they had a chalk table when they were selling chalk. And this was trucks, and but yeah, the use of black. These things I believe are butterflies, but I can't say for sure. So anyway, it was fun. I liked it. It was a nice event for kids, but um, yeah, if I could do one thing, if I could influence the people that run this, I wouldn't make it be a contest where you get prizes and stuff. I think everyone that participates should get, I don't know, something, maybe a certificate of whatever, of chalk artistry from the town of Conneaut Lake or whatever. But and they picked different themes. I think they deliberately went with this theme to just make it, oh, to make it, well, I don't want to say. This was one I really liked too. That's a basketball, and I think I have it upside down. But yeah, just a lot of nice ones, a lot of black chalk, which I just loved, which I really don't have too many pictures of, but just take my word for it. It was black chalk. And there was a couple that were, um, I mean, you could tell what most of them were, but there was maybe some of the adults got a little, you know, adulty and decided they would maybe try to put their, oh, good use of black chalk here, and try to put their own messages out there. But I think they discourage that, and I think they should, because this is really just an event for kids. It's not supposed to be about world events or anything like that. It's supposed to be a fun kid thing with chalk in the park, which it almost entirely is. So there's more black chalk. I guess I did get some black chalk ones. But anyway, I had a good time at this. I went down. I looked through it while they were doing it. And then they had some kind of announcement of winners. And the way they did it was that if people wanted to vote, they had to buy, I think for $1, you could vote for someone for $1. So I guess they raised some money. I don't know what they do with that, but Chalk Walk organizers, if you see this, I encourage you to just not have it be judged, or just let it be. You can have age groups, but since it's mostly a kid thing, I don't know. I think it'd be nice to just have it be not judged, because judgment, there's so much of it. But anyway, this is it, and I'm gonna stop the video, and thanks for tuning in. I know I ramble a little bit, but Chalk the Walk 2025, here it is, or here it was on Saturday, September 13th, 2025. Thanks for watching.